let's go to one of the better topics of this year. Got a very, very deep wide receiver class. Maybe not the elite talent of Jamar Chase, but this is a deep, deep wide receiver class here with guys like George Pickens. You've been talking about projected to go second, third round potentially. That guy might have been the best receiver had he not been hurt this year in this draft. So very deep draft. Who's the best wide receiver in this draft class, G?
Right, and George Pickens is my sleeper pick, but there's four that are at the top right now. Remember last year, 3 successful wide receivers go in the top 10. Jamar Chase, Waddle, and Devontae Smith, all were successful. I think that's going to get people, because there's no real quarterback or running back up there this year, those wide receivers are going to be hot. There's going to be hot action for these 4 wide receivers. I think 4 of them go in the top 15. That's Drake London, the 2 Ohio State guys, and Jameson Williams from Alabama. I think those 4 go in the top 15. My top pick is Drake London, the big dude from USC, man. Pac-12 Player of the Year, 6'4", 219. Stats were better than Garrett Wilson's. If you look at his stats, yards after catch, elite. I think that Drake London is the top pick of the 4.
All right. I don't mind it. Hey, smart agents and managers out there of these guys. Drake London did not run the 40 because he knew he was not going to be fast. Look at him now being talked at as the best wide receiver in this class. Kyle Hamilton, take note. You shouldn't have run the 40 if you knew you were going to be slow. Just to remember that for future years here. I like Drake London, but like I said, he's not an elite speed talent, and it's hard to be just a contested catch guy if you're not fast and an elite route runner. So I'm not sold on him, but I like him. My guy's Jameson Williams. I don't care. He tore his ACL. Guys these days can recover like ACLs are nothing. He was the best receiver in football until he tore it in the national championship. Like he can get over this quickly. He was also supposed to contest for maybe breaking the combine 40 record. He was the fastest guy in college football last year, as well as an elite route runner. He could be a game changer. I'm going to tell you right now, if he's sitting at 15, Kansas City is packaging those, or should package those first rounders. Go get him for those 2 first rounders. Seamless replacement for Tyreek Hill in Kansas City. And that's how you keep the dynasty going. Watch out for Kansas City to go after that guy, because he looks like a better version of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. And of course, all those other 3 receivers, Williams, Wilson, and Olave, all about the same size. They're all 6', 6'1", all about 180 pounds. And then you got Drake London, who's 6'4", 219. Wilson, Williams, and Olave about the same size. And all of them can run really well and run routes really well. So it's going to be interesting to see these 4 and how they pan out. Can they do what Waddle and Chase and Smith did last year? 3 great draft picks right there. Hey, man, do you see anybody in this draft that could change the landscape? We look at these as we wrap things up, or we look at these top teams we've been seeing, talking about them all the time. It's the teams that did well last year in the AFC and the NFC. Do you think any of these teams could change the landscape of who the favorites are in Vegas to win it all if they draft a certain player?
I am going to say the Jets. If they nail their first 2 draft picks, because they have 2 top 10 guys, maybe an elite offensive lineman or elite pass rusher, and then Jameson Williams or Garrett Wilson. Those are my top 2 receivers. I just a speedster that's also an elite route runner. One of those 2 guys at 10, as well as an elite lineman, offense or defense, could really change them. They kind of caught their stride at the end of the year. Zach Wilson, if he played all right these last few games. If he can take a big step, I like them to maybe, be a pretty decent team next year if they draft right.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's good, man.